You know, before I get into my main message, because this message is going to be given anyway, and really what I think this is going to be a survival guide to maybe trying to stay in coaching. Maybe it's nothing more than that. And I'm sure it's things that you've already thought about, considered when you're putting your programs together. But you know what? Aside from location and facilities and the tradition of a school, you know what I think are the two most important ingredients if you're going to last in this business? One of them you have a little control over, the other one you don't. The first one is this: who are you working for? Who are you hopefully working with? I've been in situations where you're always working for somebody, but when you're working for an AD where you're working with them, or administrators who are with you, maybe they don't even know a whole lot about your sport, but they just want to be there to help you improve. You know, at the end of the year, what can we do to make this better? But if you're working for somebody who's shady, who's got an agenda, if you're working for somebody who's unethical, who will say one thing to your face and another thing behind your back, you're in trouble. And I know sometimes you don't have that choice. That maybe your boss gets hired after you were hired. But if you're picking a job, as much as you look at all kinds of things, take a look at who you're working for and with. I think that's more important than, we've got kind of a cramped locker room. Or, geez, we got a couple of bad bus trips in the winter. The second thing, if you're going to last, I trust you're resilient. Can you persevere? Can you really last? Because there will be ups and downs. Even with great programs, there are ups and downs. And I'm not talking about being a summer soldier and sunshine patriot. My old U.S. history days, in the Revolutionary War, Thomas Paine talked about, we don't need summer soldiers and sunshine patriots. You need people who you can struggle with. You need people around you who will battle. Dick used to cut, you need people when you're building a program you can lose with before you can start to win the way you want to. And I think perseverance, amongst many of the traits and characteristics that are needed, is as important. I am hoping my son has that. It'll be tested. I've seen it in other people. And I do think when you are resilient and you're doing things for the right reason, you're stronger after you've suffered. But it's not easy getting from point A to point B.